Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley, and on this channel we talk all things budgeting and cash stuffing, including sinking funds and savings challenges. So today we are going to go over our monthly budget for July. We do have an extra paycheck for my husband this month, so things are going to be a little bit different. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you stick around for the rest of this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Okay, so the biggest difference this month is my husband is going to be having 3 paychecks this month. It is his magic month. So we are going to use this as an opportunity to go ahead and get us back to being a full month ahead on our bills. So first, let's just kind of go over what this month is going to look like. I'm assuming my income is going to be about $3,500. Now, I am a server. My income varies month to month. Sometimes I hit my goals, sometimes I don't. But that's pretty much what this whole channel is about, dealing with that. My husband is expected to bring home $4,800. He is getting paid 3 times in July, so that is why it is a lot higher than normal. My side hustle income is expected to be around $425. It might be a little bit more, it might be a little bit less. Not 100% sure at this point. So we are looking at a grand total of $8,725 this month. So let's kind of go over our bills for this month and what the game plan is. So nothing has really changed with our mortgage or HOAs. It is a water bill month. I get billed every other month for water, and it is $189.57 this month. Now that is probably about $40 to $50 more than we are used to paying, and I think we know the problem, so we are going to be remedying that here soon. So hopefully it will not be that going forward. Our phone payment is not changing along with our PayPal. Natural gas is going down right now, and that is because it is hot out and natural gas is pretty much just for our heat. But electric did jump up this month. It is going to be $185.62. We are still putting the same $250 towards my car. Cable's not changing along with our insurance, and I am upping our Discover payment to $500. Just so we can put an extra chunk towards that during the busy summer months. So we are looking at a grand total of $3,492.08 for all of our bills. Now, like I said, we do want to use this month as kind of our way to get back to being a full month ahead for all of our bills. So I am guessing we are going to have to put about $4,765 of my husband's income into our bill account this month. And I'll kind of show you how I figured that out. So y'all know I use prop money for my bills, and this just kind of signifies what is in our checking account and where it's supposed to go. So right now, when I am filming, we are at the end of June. My husband has not gotten his first July payment, which does come in on July 1st. So we currently have, for July, our mortgage is fully funded, and our HOA and water bill is fully funded. T-Mobile is not. So we only have $36 to go towards that bill as of the end of June. But like I said, his payment will come through before that bill is actually taken out of there. So we are up to about here when it comes to bills. This is all taken care of from water on up. So what I did is I went ahead and added up everything together that I needed to pay for July. When I did that, it did end up to be about $1,326 and change that we needed to fully fund July for bills. Now that will be covered within his first paycheck that will come in on July 1st. So as of July 1st, technically, we will have everything to pay for the month of July. That means his next 2 paychecks will be used for August's payments. So what will happen on the channel as that goes? I will go ahead on July 1st when his payment, or I guess when I do the cash stuffing for that week, we'll go ahead and fill up everything for July, and July will be completely filled in this book with prop money. Then what I am going to do is once July is completely filled for that, we're gonna see how much extra we have after paying all these bills. So I'm gonna what I'm gonna go ahead and do is unstuff everything once that first paycheck comes through. I will stuff it and show you where we are at after that paycheck. But then we're gonna unstuff everything for July. So then the next 2 paychecks, we're gonna start from scratch for August, if that makes sense. So we're gonna like pay all of our bills once we get that first July payment so that all these envelopes are empty and we are starting fresh for August. And then for the other 2 payments in July, we are gonna be stuffing for August. So my goal is to stuff half of our mortgage, half of our HOA payments and water payment. I'm gonna pretty much stuff half of my bills, or half of the bills from each of the next 2 paychecks. And that way y'all can kind of see what you can do for your own budget once you are a month ahead. And it just makes sense to me to do that because then I can kind of like really see what everything is covering, and whatever is extra once I stuff half of the payments for each of those will go into, where is it at? My buffer envelope. And this buffer envelope will be used when bills are kind of, you know, a little bit more than expected. So that's just kind of where we are looking at what is going to go on in July. It might get a little confusing as we kind of switch over from how we are currently doing it, but I'm going to try and be as thorough as possible when we are making this transition. So look out for that in July's videos. But that's kind of it. Now let's go ahead. I am going to write out how much is going to be in my cash envelopes. So for our cash envelopes, that is both my envelope and my husband's, which is $25 each week for both of us. We are going to have groceries. So right now I'm going to continue stuffing $200 a week for groceries. That's what makes sense for us, along with $50 for gas. After that, in our cash envelopes here, let me go ahead and show you what our cash envelopes are to make this easier for you to follow along. So we've got my envelope, my husband's, which we went over, groceries, and then gas. Next up is pet care. For June, I was stuffing $35 a week for pet care, and I think I kind of like that number, so we're gonna stick with that each week. Dining, dining for July, I'm gonna be a little bit more lenient with what we are spending. I'm gonna say we're gonna spend about $75 a week on dining. You know, we've got to treat ourselves and live our lives, so that's that. Fun, I have been stuffing $20 a week in fun, and I am satisfied with where that is at. We haven't been using it a lot, but it has come in handy having money in this envelope for random things. And then miscellaneous, I usually stuff about $5 in there, and that is working pretty well for us too. So for cash envelopes on a weekly basis, we are looking at about $435 a week, which means whatever I bring home out of my income over the $435 is what we are going to be stuffing into all of our sinking funds and our savings challenges. So let's go ahead and look at what our goal is for those for July. So I have everything written down, what we ended with for June. So this is our starting point for July. So what I like to do is kind of go through everything and kind of mark what my major goals are. So for July, I would like to go ahead and fully fund resort in Disney. Now I am putting about $200 a week towards the entire Disney binder, but I would like to go ahead and knock out resorts. I believe we need about $400 to $450. I don't remember what the final total was that the savings challenge was, but I think we can knock that out in July. So I would like to finish that one and then just pay that off. And that is one less thing we have to worry about. So that's a big one. And then after that, I'm going to be focusing on tickets because those are the next most expensive thing for our trip. It is going to be about $1,500 for the three of us to pay for the tickets for the 4 days at Disney. So those are my two main goals down over here. Up top over here with our savings challenges, right now we are kind of focusing on retirement, emergency, and vacation. Those are our top 3 priorities. I am trying to stuff the larger numbers for both retirement and emergency for those savings challenges. That way, once work starts slowing down, I can stuff the lower numbers and not feel so guilty about not having the extra money to go towards that. Other than that, I am enjoying doing my Buy the Sea challenge. That is our summer-based challenge, and I am trying to finish that by the end of summer. So that would be my next highest priority for the savings challenges. Now, when it comes to my sinking funds, right now, car maintenance is a high priority. Health and running are always high priorities, but I want to also start putting more into gifts too. I haven't been really putting too much towards there, but I do want to get that up to at least $100 this month, just because I don't want to be scrambling when it does come time for the holiday season. But yeah, that's kind of where my head space is for July. So a majority of our funds are going to be kind of going towards these envelopes. But overall, I am trying to bump up these savings right now as I'm making more money with the busy summer month. But yeah, that's kind of the plan, the little overview for July. We don't really have too much else to go over as I do most of my budgeting on a weekly basis, but I did want to kind of go over where my headspace is at the beginning of July. I like to do this once a month just to kind of, reset, kind of reevaluate where my goals are currently lying, what is most important coming up for these months. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.